Hi everyone, welcome back to my math class. This is for SAT math class. Okay, today's topic is three-dimensional figures. I will talk about three things about three-dimensional figures. First one is volume of three-dimensional figures. Second one is ratio problems. And I will talk about distance problems. So let's just start from volume. So I'm going to explain how to find the volume, but don't worry about formulas, right? Because that all formulas will be given for you. Where the formulas are given? The first page of section 3 and then first page of section 4 has a reference section. I'll show you now. This is the first page of section 3 and section 4 reference sections. There is circles, area, and circumference. Circles, area, circumference. And then area of rectangles, area of a triangle, Pythagorean theorem, special right triangles, ratio of three sides. It talks about 5 different types of three-dimensional figures, which are rectangular prism, cylinder, sphere, cone, rectangular pyramid. Okay, how can you find the volumes of these 5 different figures? It's all given, so you don't have to memorize it, but I just recommend you memorize them because that kind of make better or save time sometimes, right? When you solve some problem, you come back to first page, check the formula, and then copy down on the paper, and then keep solving the problem. It takes a little more time. It's a little annoying. So I recommend you memorize all of this, okay? Quickly go over. How can you find the rectangular box's volume? Length times width times height. I believe that everybody knows this already, right? How can you find the cylinder, right cylinder's volume? Pi r squared times height, h. Pi r squared is area of this circle, of a base circle, then times height, that's the volume, right? How can you find the sphere's volume? 4 over 3 pi r cubed. And then cone's volume is 1/3 of cylinder's volume. So cylinder's volume was pi r squared h. That's why cone's volume is 1/3 pi r squared h. And then what is a prism? Prism's volume, rectangular prism's volume was length times width times height, right? 1/3 of prism's volume is rectangular pyramid volume. The 1/3 L times W times H is the volume of pyramid. Okay, second thing you have to know is the ratio problem. So what is the ratio problem with rectangular figures? I mean, three-dimensional figures, okay? Usually in the triangle, think about the triangle, okay? There are two similar triangles. Looks like this. This ratio of corresponding side was A to B. So ratio of this corresponding side is A to B. And then what is the ratio of these two similar triangles' area? That area's ratio is not A to B, it is A squared to B squared. Okay, think about there is a three-dimensional figure now. It is triangular prism. Okay, what is ratio of volume of these two figures? The volume's ratio is not A to B or A squared to B squared. The volume's ratio should be A cubed to B cubed. So some SAT problem ask you the ratio of two lengths corresponding side or ratio of area, like just area or surface area, same thing, A squared to B squared. Sometimes can ask you ratio of the volume. So you have to remember that if ratio of corresponding side with similar figure is A to B, ratio of area is A squared to B squared, then ratio of volume is A cubed to B cubed. Number 3, distance problem. I just explained this with very simple example. There is rectangular box. Looks like this. And the length is 8. The width is 6. And then the height is just 2. And then find what is the longest diagonal of this figure, which means from this point to this point, right? Find at this length. So formula is this. that distance is equal to square root of length square plus width square plus height square. In this case, this longest diagonal's length is square root of a square plus 6 square plus 2 square, which is 64 plus 36 plus 4. So square root of 1 or 4. 1 or 4 is 2 times 52 and then 2 times 26. That is 2 square root of 26. This is the final answer. From now, I'll solve some SAT problem about three-dimensional figures. A grain silo is built from 2 right circular cones and right circular cylinder with internal measurements represented by the figure above. Of the following, which is the closest volume of a grain silo in cubic feet? What does it mean? Just add three-dimensional figures volume. Number one, how can you find that right cylinder's volume? The middle part of the silo. It is pi r squared h. Volume of right cylinder is pi r squared h. So pi r is 5, 5 squared 25 times h is 10 feet. It is 250 pi. And then there are 2 identical cones, right? So what is each cone's volume? Cone's volume is 1/3 pi r squared h. So 1/3 times pi times r is 5, 25, r squared 25 times h is 5. So this is 125 pi over 3. This bottom one is identical, right? It's exactly same volume. So 125 pi over 3. So sum of these 3 volume is the answer, right? 250 pi plus these 2. So 250 pi plus 2 times 125 pi over 3. So 250 pi over 3. So I calculate this with my calculator. It's about 785.4 plus that divided by 3. So 784.5.4 divided by 3 is equal to 261.8. So what is the answer? It is 1047 point something, right? These is the answer. The volume of a right circular cylinder A is 22 cubic centimeters. What is the volume in cubic centimeters of the right circular cylinder with twice the radius and half the height of the cylinder A? So twice the radius. 22 cubic centimeters is actually what? That is pi r squared h. That's the formula to find the circular cylinder, isn't it? Okay, but we're going to use 2r for this radius and then just plug in h over 2, half h for that h, because new cylinder is what? Twice the radius and then half the height. So that volume gonna be pi times 2r squared times h over 2. So pi times 4r squared h over 2. 2 and 4 cancel out. So that is equal to 2 pi r squared h. But pi r squared h was 22. That was 22. So 2 times 22, that equals to 44. This is the final answer. Okay, a granite block in the shape of the right rectangular prism. Right rectangular prism. So it looks like this, right rectangular prism. Dimensions 30 centimeters by 40 centimeters by 50 centimeters. So volume of the rectangular prism is 30 times 40 times 50. So 3 zeros and then 20, 60. 60,000. 60,000. That's not an answer because the block has a density of 2.8 grams per cubic. So per 1 cubic, okay, the mass is 2.8 grams. So what is mass of the block in grams? So we have to multiply it by 2.8. 60,000 times 2.8. That is D. A right circular cone has volume. It's about the cone. So it looks like this, cone. All right. The volume is 24 pi cubic inches. 24 pi. That's the volume. What is the radius in inches of the base? Oh, height is 2 inches. This is given. And then find radius. So what is the formula to find the volume of a circular cone, which was 1/3 pi r squared h. That was the volume, right? So 1/3 pi r squared times h. Height is 2. The volume is 24 pi. So they divide by 2. 12 pi times 3 times 3 is 36 pi, and pi cancel out. So r squared is 36. So what is r equals? R equals 6. So P is the answer. A farmer uses a storage silo that is in the shape of a right circular cylinder above. So right cylinder, circular cylinder, and the height is 8 yards. The volume is 72 pi cubic yard. And then we're going to find the diameter, not radius, diameter, okay? What was the formula to find the volume of a cylinder? The volume is pi r squared h. So pi r squared times height is 8 yards, h is 8. And then volume is given 72 pi. Okay, pi cancel out basically, and divide by 8, divide by 8. Okay, so what is r squared equals? 9. R squared is 9. That means r equals 3. So 3 is the answer? No, it is not the answer. It's radius. The question asks you diameter. So 2 times 3 equals 6. 6 is the final answer. I explained 3 different types of three-dimensional figure problem in SAT. The most important thing is finding volume. Most of the problem is related to the volume, and then all volume formula are going to be given in the first page in the reference section, okay? And then number 2, sometimes SAT can ask you ratio of volume, ratio of area, ratio of length. You have to understand A to B, A squared to B squared, and A cubed to B cubed, okay? And then sometimes they can ask you distance problem. Some three-dimensional figure are going to be given, and then find some distance. Usually you can use Pythagorean theorem or distance formula. It's all about three-dimensional figures in SAT. Thank you so much for watching my video today. And then please subscribe, like, and turn on the notification, because I will post every week at least one video. Okay, I'm done.